Hello guys, I'm back with another video and today we're going to talk about what if Deku had a persona. They're going to go to the USJ this time. Everybody's excited for it because they're going to meet number 13. The 13, the hero. Yeah. Principal Nezu's riding in the bus as well. The girls start talking about their quirks. As Uraka says, "Hey, Deku, what is your quirk?" Deku scoffs at this and says, "It's not a quirk, and besides, I'm quirkless." As all the girls hear that and says, "Quirkless? Then what was that power?" Deku! Deku says, "It's the power of the wild card. It allows me to summon creatures. Creatures that represent rebellion itself." As the girl says, "Rebellion itself?" Deku pulls out a tarot card and he says, just like the Fool in tarot, it's just the start of the journey, I meant. Everybody hears it and says, "Start of the journey? Like, you becoming a hero?" And he says, "Yes, but it can also mean foolishness, obviously. It's also representative of infinite possibilities." The girls say, "Infinite possibilities?" Deku also feels something coming from the bus, but he doesn't want to talk about it. And that thing that he felt is all of the villains coming. So he pulls out his cell phone and calls. You probably know this guy. He used to be a chief detective, a prodigy. He says, "Hey, Akechi, I think villains are coming." He says this in his low voice, whispering. Akechi says, "Sure." If you don't know who's Akechi, he's from Persona 5. In Persona 5 Royal, he actually sacrifices himself to protect the others. So, in this universe, Akechi decides to become a vigilante as well, but he does it with really, really, really bad means. Everybody doesn't know who's Goro, Akechi, or Crow. As one of the girls said, so, that's the wild card ability? He says, yes. One of the girls say, then what were those creatures that you summoned? He says, oh, you meant Heracles and Mott. There are personas, creatures that anybody can wield. As one of the girls say, anybody can wield those? He says, yes, but only the wild cards are able to use multiple personas. One of the girls say, only the wild card can use one. And he says, Deku says, yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, he pulls out the number one, the Magician Arcana, and says, like for an example, the Magician Arcana. It represents talent for the arts. It also represents smart and relationship to keep going. And he's also representative of the man with the plan. It's only a person with one arcana can only wield one persona. The girl, Bakugo and Sakura hears this and says, "Wait, anybody can get a persona if they have." As Uchaku says, "We're here." Everybody, everybody starts going down, but Deku just teleports. I mean, teleports. Just like actually just walks down. the girls start talking about um how that's how they're excited to see number 13. Ochaku says, it's 13. We're technically the same. Maybe because they have space themes because of gravity. As as they start walking, villains start coming out of the out of portals. As Deku, and this is going to be a brand new move that I'm going to create for him. He summons blue flaming chains as the villains start wrapping around it, including the Yonomu and Shigaraki and the portal villain. I can't remember his name. He's just, can't remember his fucking name. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube, please. The girls see this blue flaming chain and says, "What the heck is that?" And he says, "Chains of judgment. Trap these sinners to their knees." As the chains appear, Shigaraki gets out of there easily and decides to attack Deku. But a black portal appears, and you know where's this going? And he and a black blur slices the hand of Shigaraki and says, "Who the hell was that?" As as a man with the iron mask says, "You damn bastard! Get away! Get away from my student!" As he starts slicing him apart with his sword. Everybody sees this man with a black suit. Says, "Who the heck is that?" He says, "Boss." And by the way, in this one, Akechi and Deku have a student slash teacher relationship because they use swords. He says, "Boss, who's that guy?" As he finishes slicing Shigaraki into pieces, the Inomu and the portal villain says, "You dare kill Master," and as Deku gets his gun out, I didn't have any ideas for his gun, so I'll make it ambiguous. Everybody sees the gun that he holds and says, "Wait, you have a gun?" He says, "Okay, who's the leader of this freak show here?" As the girls say, "Who's that guy?" He says, "Don't worry, it's just boss." He says, "Boss?" As Akechi sees everybody there and says, "Weak." As Bakugo says, "Weak," and he says, "You're nothing but lazy. I can tell." As he pulls back his sword and Deku introduces the Goro Kechi. Aizawa hears the word Akechi and says, "Wait, Goro Kechi? Like the guy who's the son of God, I can't remember his name. Wait for a sec. I can't find his name, so I'm just going to call him the Prime Minister. Yeah, the son of the Prime Minister, like the formal one, the former one. He says, as Akechi says, "Yes, he deserved to go to hell." As the girl sees the chain, Shane says, "Wait, is that a brand new move that you learned?" He says, "Yeah. I call it the Chains of Judgment." As Ida says, as Deku says, "Hey Ida, out to try and call the police." As Ida says, "Oh right." She goes to the police station. The Inomu breaks the chain and tries to attack Deku, but he uses this sword Sinful Blade, which is basically it's basically like Sinful Shell, and this is a spoiler as well. It's basically like the Sinful Shell from Persona 5 when it's a shoot out of Sataniel, and when it shoots out, it instantly kills Yao the Bayoth, which is the final boss in the game. Everybody sees this sword and says, "What is that?" And he says, "Sinful Blade. Make them pay for their sin." As as the Sinful Blade starts glowing red, as the Anomu and what's its name, the portal villain, start turning back to normal. As the girls say, "What happened? What did you do?" They said. He says, "The Sinful Blade is able to destroy a quirk forever, making them pay. Maybe until they listen, and maybe listen to others. Or, how do I say it? Stop being a sinful bastard." As the girls say, "Sinful bastards." As the villains say, "What? Our quirks! What did you do?" He says, "I think it's better if you start listening to society. And it's better if you start listening to society and stop being such sinful bastards." And one of them says, "I'm worthless. I don't have a quirk anymore." As one of them starts crying, the Inomu turns back to normal, and it's a boy. Because remember, what's his name? One for All. I meant the All for One is able to pass down the quirks, even if it's a boy or a girl. By the way, in this one, he's a boy. As the police come and says, "What the heck happened?" And he says, "Priya, you can just take them." So I will be leaving it off here, and I hope that you liked it. Like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye.